Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer McCune. So, super excited to come to you tonight. I live in Charlottesville, Virginia, and my business partner, Andrea Sims, and I are going to be sharing a little bit more about this life changing opportunity with Rodan+Fields. And let me just make sure I switch the slides. Here we go. So one of the things that we all love about Rodan+Fields is our mission, that we're striving to create life-changing skincare and a life-changing skincare company. And really, it's our goal to help all women and men feel comfortable, confident, and proud to be in our skin. So what we're going to do tonight is share briefly a little bit more about this opportunity and our stories. I'm going to start, and then Andrea is going to share. And this slide has a brief overview, really, of the highlights of what are so great about this business. I started, it's going to be 8 years ago in May, and I had a job. My job paid well enough. My kids were 5, 8, and 10, and we were kind of coasting along. Everything was fine, but nothing was great. And I was thinking, is this really how I want to live my life? Do I just want to live a fine life the next 15, 20 years until I retire? And I didn't. I was really looking for something more that would give me flexibility, that would teach me a lot, that I could have my own thing and I could really grow it as big as I wanted, and I could have the time to travel, live life, be with my kids, and really feel professionally fulfilled. And what I loved about Rodan+Fields is a lot of the stuff that it says here in the slide. First of all, created by Stanford trained dermatologists. They're the ones who created Proactive. So we have this global brand presence already. I love that we did not have to create an infrastructure. It was already laid out for us. We didn't have to have inventory, create our websites, create back office, have to deal with cash, credit cards, all of that. I love that we would have great support. People help us, work alongside us. When we say business partners, we mean it. It's people totally helping us out. We have the opportunity to earn great commission, great bonuses, cars that Andrea and I have both earned, trips, and really connect with great people. So 2 years in, I was able to retire from corporate. 4 years in, I surpassed my six-figure income. I'm an educator by trade, so I don't have a background in skincare and any of this, but I loved that I would be able to learn what to do. So Andrea basically taught me. Some days I had to go outside of my comfort zone and learn new things, but I'm so glad I did, because it's completely changed my life and given us this flexibility. My family still lives, my parents live in Wisconsin, so I have the flexibility to travel and visit them. My eldest is headed off to college, so I have the flexibility to be able to look at what life is going to hold as my kids start leaving the nest. So it's been fantastic, wonderful. I've learned so much. And this quote here, I think is so great, that Alta talks about, you never know what life is going to throw you. When her parents' lives changed a lot in their 40s, they did not envision, like, if they would have sat there and waited and waited and waited, like if I in my 40s would have waited for 14, 20 years to retire, who knows if I would have that. I'd rather take the chance to start living the life of my dreams now rather than waiting 15, 20 years. And Rodan+Fields gives us that opportunity to do that. So Andrea, I'm going to turn it over to you to share a little bit more about your story and a little bit more about this opportunity.
Absolutely. So thanks for hopping on, and Jennifer, thanks for sharing. So I'm going to kick it off with my story, and then we'll jump into some additional information about the company. Um, so I had started Rodan+Fields. It's been 9 years. So when I got started, it was 2010. But I want to fast forward and then I'll back up. um, I hit a breaking point in my life. And I had started Rodan+Fields 6 months prior to this breaking point. And what happened for me is there was a Mother's Day tea. And my little girl was 4 years old. And because of my corporate obligations, I wasn't able to attend. Honestly, at that point, was feeling a little bit that my corporate job was more important than what was going on with my kids. And honestly, she was 4. I didn't know if she would really miss the fact that I wasn't there. Well, boy, was I wrong. I got to school that night, and Sammy, she's 4. She has tears just streaming down her face. She's, her face is red, and I find out that I'm the only mom who wasn't there for Mother's Day tea. And I realized right then and there in my life that I was working really hard to build somebody else's dream instead of building my own. And so I had grown my Rodan+Fields business for those 6 months up to this point by taking back my lunch hours, by using my commute home, by reaching out to people after after my kids had gone to bed. And I had absolutely no experience in this industry. I had zero experience in skincare. I was 40 years old. I went to bed with makeup on. I'd use a bar of soap in the shower the next day. So skincare wasn't at all up my alley or a passion or interest or any of those things for me. However, at that time, I was the corporate trainer for Remax World Headquarters. And what I spoke about every day was brand recognition. People recognize brands, they trust brands, they have confidence in brands. And when I looked at this opportunity, I thought, wow, Rodan+Fields, they already created one multi-billion-dollar brand with their prior product, which is Proactive, that was in 180 countries. And here they were inviting me to partner with them to create another business and go global with it. And honestly, all I needed was my cell phone and my laptop. So I jumped in because to me, this was really smart business. And I followed the system. I plugged in, I followed the training, and I partnered with this community, and I built relationships, and I had support all along the way. And what it did for me and my family is that day of my daughter's Mother's Day tea, I went home and identified that Rodan+Fields was covering, for us, my income. It's what would have covered most people's mortgages in just 6 months. And so I reevaluated everything and thought, you know what, I don't want to miss another moment. And I retired from my corporate job 2 weeks later. And so that was a little, more than 8 years ago. I too have created a 6-figure income, earned the car, the trips. Jennifer and I have traveled all over the world. And what this has provided my family and I is an income that surpassed what I was doing, along with the flexibility. And it gave me a choice. It gave me the choice and opportunity to never miss a moment for my family again. And the ability to make my own hours and create an income of what my choosing. So it's been a total blessing as to why I said yes with this organization and this business. And I'm just really excited for what's to come. So with that, Jennifer, let's move on to kind of that next slide. All right. So what can this look like for people today if they're looking for an unlimited income with support and community, along with the flexibility? Right now, when new consultants enroll, we have a up to $150 cash back on our top kits. And this ends by the end of January. So just in 5 more days, this goes away. They've never done this before. And so here are some of the things that come with our kits. Of course, all of our different products. We have Soothe for people who have sensitive skin, red, dry, irritated skin, inflamed. We have Reverse, which is the orange line, and that's for people who have hyperpigmentation, dark spots. Some people call it melasma or pregnancy mask. So literally it gets the dark spots out and evens out your skin tone and brightens your complexion. We have Unblemish, which is for adult acne 25 years and above. And that's going to address that hormonal cystic acne. And there's anti-aging components to that. And then we also have Spotless, which is for teen and young adult acne up to the age of 24. And then we also have Redefine, which is for your fine lines and wrinkles, minimize your pore size, and firm up your complexion. These are some of the items that come in our business kits, and I'll go into a little bit more detail towards the end, but seriously, up to $150 cash back for starting your own business. Oh my gosh, I would jump at this. This was never offered the first time in the 9 years I've been with the company. So this is a really exciting time to take a look at what Rodan+Fields can do for you. Now, with this cashback offer, we also have this phenomenal bonus program that's called Fast Start. And again, this didn't exist this way when I got started, but imagine this. You share with just one person who says yes to the products in your first week, and boom, it's a $20 bonus along with commission. You also, you achieve your first promotion with the help of those or that individual who sponsors you, and do that in your first 30 days. It's $100 bonus plus commission. And then when you reach your second promotion, the company is going to actually reward you back the cost of whichever kit you got started on with our top 2 options. Never have they done this before either. And then as you can see, there's additional bonuses as you continue to promote over the first 6 months. In total, over $5,000 in bonuses for helping people get great skin, as well as starting a business for themselves simply with the use of their laptop or their cell phone and anywhere that Wi-Fi exists. $5,000 in bonuses plus commission is very exciting and rewarding to you as well. So with that, we're going to have the doctor share a little bit about
Dr. Katie Rodan, and I'm Dr. Kathy Fields. Our story began when we met at Stanford as young residents in dermatology. We created a unique approach to skincare that drives real results. No one else does it the way we do, combining effective over-the-counter active ingredients with cosmetic ingredients packaged in complete, clinically tested skincare regimens to address specific skincare needs. We saw a huge opportunity to engage the people who loved and recommended our products by giving them the opportunity to partner with us. We put ourselves in your shoes. We wanted a disruptive yet modern business model, offering personalized services through best-in-class digital, one that inspired confidence, collaboration, and personal growth by changing skin and changing lives. My dad always taught me, be your own boss, make your own money, and determine your own destiny. And now through Rodan+Fields, we are helping others to do just that. And because we knew firsthand how challenging it could be to start a business, in addition to juggling the responsibilities of a busy life, the business had to be worthwhile, fulfilling, and powerful for those looking for something on the side or an alternative career path, and everything in between. We also wanted Rodan+Fields to be a home for those looking to grow their community, to make lifelong friends and experience the joy of connection. Which is why our goal was to create a business people could just step right into without a significant investment, inventory, or operating costs. Maybe you're thinking that you're not a business person, salesperson, social person. We get it. Neither were we. But the more we went after our dreams, the easier it was to shed who we didn't think we were and become who we wanted to be. It has been the ride of a lifetime. The best part is, we're just getting started. New global markets, new skincare categories, and more innovative products are all on the horizon. Are you ready to join us for a life-changing experience and be part of the extraordinary future of Rodan+Fields? Only you can decide. It has to come from within. We're still writing our story, and we would love to include you in it.
I just love that video, and not that you could tell, but Jennifer and I were actually in one of those final pictures on one of the trips that we had earned together. So, take a look at this, the right strategy plus you equals more, right? Just more fulfillment, more community. The company keeps coming to us with more innovation. We launched a product called Recharge, which is for 20 somethings that has already gotten rave reviews. This week, we just launched a charcoal mask, which is like one of the most demanded masks in the marketplace right now. And connections. Jennifer and I would never have met had it not been for this business, nor the rest of our team. I've just had amazing relationships with this. And the same, time freedom, the ability to give back. We have, and Jennifer, do you want to speak really quickly to the PFC for Change Foundation?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that's really great too is the opportunity that we have to give back, because we'll have our more flexibility in our lives. I've been able to do that. And the Prescription for Foundation Change is the philanthropic arm of Rodan+Fields and helps underprivileged youth in communities all throughout the US. And then we have partnerships in Canada and Australia as well that do the same thing.
Awesome. And for time freedom, I mean, your family, what are some of the things that have come through with your family as it related to the time freedom?
So for us, it's been really great. My kids now are 17, 16, and 13, and we've been able to take them all over the world. We still were able to go to Wisconsin once or twice a year. We're able to do several vacations. And, in corporate America, we wouldn't have had the time nor the financial means to do all of that. It's given me the opportunity to volunteer a lot more in the community, to be with my kids before and after school. Just really kind of live a life of a lot more flexibility and the life you envision that you want to live, rather than being beholden to when somebody says you have to be at work, or when you can go to lunch, or when you can do anything, really. So
Fabulous. Well, thank you for sharing. So what does it really look like in order to get started with Rodan+Fields? So we do have 4 options. And as I had mentioned, our top 2 kits, our core kit and our ultimate kit, is really where we see business builders come into the business and start creating that $500, $1,000 a month that they're looking for. Or maybe, if they want to grow it into the 5-figure or 6-figure a monthly income. It's really whatever you want. But I will say, although we have the 4 options, our top 2 kits are where we see business builders coming in. Our core kit, US price is $695, and that is approximately, I would say, like 40% off everything that we have. It includes our 5 core regimens, along with our Radiant Defense samples, one of our AMP MDs, as well as our Lash Boost. But I will be honest, Jennifer and I came in on the ultimate kit, and at the US price of $995, which is basically 50% off everything that we have. So again, your core regimens plus all of our active hydration serum, along with 50 samples from our most demonstrable products, along with our Radiant Defense and some of our essential items. When you look at these kits from a comparison, apples to apples, even though it's only $300 more out of your pocket, you're actually receiving $800 more in product. And Jennifer and I come from Wisconsin, so we're super frugal and we love a great deal. And so that, I mean, seriously, that is what it is. And when I got started with this, it was the week of Thanksgiving, and I honestly did not feel like I had that money to get started. But I thought, I need to get started there, and I have this chance in order to earn my kit back in my first 45 days. And now with our bonus program, it's not just earn it back through commission, the company will gift it back to you. And holy heck, I would have been all over this. So I don't know any other company who says, hey, join us in business, and by the way, grow and share, and we're going to give you your money back for getting started. And that happens with one of those top 2 kits. So as you think about this and you think about the questions that you might have, I really want you to think about this. Next slide. What if? What if this decision was your answer to more? More time, more flexibility, really just more of whatever it is that you want this to be. So we just say, say yes, lock arms with us now, and let's do it. And we're going to be here to help you achieve more of whatever that looks like for you.